What's going on, guys? I'm here with my good friend Nate Schmidt, who's here to talk about a little bit some of the stuff that we did together when we've been working together. So, Nate, if you want to introduce yourself and just tell us some of the things that you were struggling with before you started working with me.
Yeah, man. So hey, I'm Nate Schmidt. Not sure who's watching this. Guessing some of y'all might know me. So yeah, man, I started working with Daniel about, what was it, probably 4 months ago now. And pretty much my whole life, I've just kind of been like tall and skinny. I think when we started, I was 6'2", like 160. So I've just been kind of, lanky my whole life, and I've never really put in or like actually consistently, been putting in work long enough to see results. So I've worked out in the past, and like I've spent like in the past I've put on maybe 5-10 pounds here and there, then stopped being consistent, lost it, went back to where I was. And that was just kind of where I was at. And so I'd say that the things that I was struggling with is really just, I would say one, it's like knowing what to do, because I think intuitively we kind of all know what to do. You eat right, you lift weights, and you get a lot of sleep. There you go. But when you're just like, when you don't really know for sure exactly what you need to be doing, it can be tough to stay in the mindset of like, I'm doing the right thing. I need to be doing this, because you just have that kind of uncertainty in the back of your head, and it makes you not want to be consistent with it. So I'll say that was one of the big things. And then also just like the accountability factor. I didn't have anyone to hold me accountable for the things that I needed to be doing. Mainly eating. I didn't really have too much of an issue going to the gym. I feel like that's pretty easy, going to the gym a couple times a week. It's only a couple hours a week. It's not that difficult. For me, the main problem was really eating. And I think the biggest thing is I really struggled with the mindset of it. I didn't think that I was capable of putting on weight. I thought that no matter what I did, I would stay the same weight, because that's just how my genetics were, and that I would have to wait until I was old and, like started putting on like beer weight to gain weight, whatever. So I'd say that's 100% the biggest thing that I struggle with, and definitely the biggest thing that you helped me with was like completely reprogramming the way that I thought about lifting weights and being able to put on weight, because I didn't even think it was possible, man.
Awesome, dude. And so tell everyone a little bit about some of the stuff that we implemented and what sort of results that you've seen.
So right off the bat, I think it took about probably a month for us to get the kind of like nutrition plan, I guess you'd call it, like to where it needed to be. It took a little bit of, one, you just kind of reprogramming the way that I think, and me actually being able to, to do the things that I needed to be doing and eat the things that I needed to be eating, because I didn't think before that, even doing that would even be effective. So basically, I mean, it completely overhauled like my entire diet. You supplied me with a very, I don't want to say strict, but I mean, it was a very strict, very specific, daily eating plan. And I just stuck to that. You supplied me with the, the entire training plan for, I guess it was for 4 months. There were different, different aspects to it each month. Supplied all that. And it was awesome, because I literally just didn't have any sort of like guesswork, I guess. I knew exactly what I needed to eat each day. I knew exactly the specific lifts and, the specific reps and everything that I needed to be doing whenever I went to the gym. And yeah, man, I mean, you just completely gave me like the tools. And then obviously the, the weekly calls that we did, I think those were really big, because it kind of like what I was saying with accountability, it brought me back. And I always had in the back of my mind, like, I'm talking to Daniel on so-and-so day. I need to make sure that I get everything done that I need to get done. And it's like, it's kind of cringe for me to admit that I needed that accountability, because I'm very, very much about like, if you want it, you'll do whatever it takes. If you don't, you won't. But I think that having that just really allowed me to focus on the things that I needed to focus on, and just have that, just someone in your corner rooting for you, and knowing that, ultimately I didn't want to let you down. And I felt like if I didn't follow the plan, I would have let you down. And I really didn't ever want to have to get on a call with you and have to tell you that I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So I'd say, those are some of the main things. And yeah, I guess the eating plan, the training plan, and the weekly calls.
Awesome, man. Final thing, what would you say to anyone sitting on the fence?
Oh, I guess I didn't share my results, but I guess, so this is kind of like the important part. I feel like this is the thing people want to know. So I started working with Daniel 4 months ago at 160 pounds. Today I put on 20 pounds. I'm now over 180 pounds. So yeah, I guess, there's my results. As about, for people sitting on the fence, I would say if you have the money to invest in this, if it makes sense for you, because obviously, I mean, for me, it was kind of a no brainer because, I had the money and the results that you're able to deliver, it's like not even a question, whether or not that's worth the price. So if you're in a financial position for it to make sense for you and you really want to make a change in your life and your how you look physically, your habits, then like there's nothing better that you could do. Like if you just literally talk to this dude, you follow exactly what he says, you'll get results. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And, just over the past couple months, you've taught me so much about, the way training works, the way that the human body responds to certain things, whether, that's related to training or eating. And I would say that, if you're ready to do something like this, and even if you're not, like, because honestly, I think, as well as I was, or as well as I do, that when we first started, that I definitely wasn't like 100% ready. And I think that's why it took a little bit of extra time to get like the training and the eating dialed in, because I had to make myself ready, I suppose. And, you've helped immensely with that. But I would say like ultimately you really have nothing to lose and like everything to gain. Daniel's a fucking fantastic dude. We've become honestly like good friends just talking like this on a weekly basis, and he's just super easygoing, super easy to talk to, and just really helpful, man. So I think
Thanks,
that's
man.
about it.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.